now we're going to go back to the project. So I'm going to fire up wpilib VS Code, and oh no, woe is me, I don't have the project open. How do I open the project? Open folder. So notice I've actually got the folder already on here under my recents, but I'm going to go ahead and open folder. I'm going to go to where I store my projects in this GitHub folder, and I'm going to open Time Demo 538, and I don't want to select anything. I want to make sure I'm in Time Demo 538. And what's a good way to check to make sure you're in the right folder after you've opened it?
The top of the screen.
Top of the screen will tell me Time Demo 538 right there, or I can go over to the Explorer, and it says it right there. So as long as I can see the name of the project there, I know I'm in the right place. Okay. Well, there's two Java files. There's robot.java and main.java. Which one should I be working in? Robot.java. If you're working in the main file, what can you tell me?
You're either doing something very wrong or you're very advanced.
Something wrong or something very advanced, correct. Okay. So last time we did this thing called joystick. I'm going to switch back for a minute. There's a special word that we introduced at the very end of last time. Who remembers what that special word is? Starts with a V.
Void?
We talked about void, but that was more in the middle. Variable. All right, and there's one thing we want to remember about variables. In math, a variable is something that changes, right? It's a number. It could represent a whole lot of values. You can adjust it. We're not in math right now. There's a lot of math in programming, but that's not the definition we're going to go with. In programming, we have a different definition for variable. Who remembers what that is? Or who remembers what it relates to?
It's like an object in a way that object is stored.
I like the word stored. I really like the word stored.
It's not like the object looks like in storage.
Puts in a box, stored. The key word is memory. A variable is a named location in memory. So if you imagine your computer's memory, the RAM of the computer, as this big grid, right? You can store data anywhere in the grid, more or less. But every piece of data has a different shape, every piece of data has a different size. When you create a variable, you're going into the memory and you're saying, you know what? I want to create a box of a certain shape and a certain size, and I'm going to reserve that box. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to say my name, so that later when I want to access that data or change that data, I don't have to know where it was stored. I can just say, hey, program, get me what I put in the my name box. Could this change? Could I change what's in the box? Absolutely. Does it have to change? No, this isn't math, this is programming. So it's a place in the memory that has a name so I can get to it every time. All right, so we've got that. We've got the named location in memory. And so that's the working idea. Just remember that when you create a variable, you are saying, hey, I want a box. I want it to be this shape and size. I want it to have this name. So if I go back to the program that we were working on last time, in this line 17, this is how we create a variable. It's always going to be in the same structure. We give it this first joystick, and then we give it my joystick here. What is this green joystick doing? Yep.
This is telling the memory how the memory will be shaped.
This is telling the memory how to be shaped. Yep, it's going to be in the shape of a joystick. And then what is this doing?
That is the name of the location.
That's the name of the spot. So I'm going to have something that is the shape of a joystick, which means it can hold a joystick, and it's going to have a name, my joystick. Now, if I wanted to make another variable, I just go on the second line. I can just call it joystick and call it other joystick. Now I've got two boxes Are they the same shape?
Yes.
They are the same shape because they're both joysticks. And what that means is if I put something in the My Joystick box, I can also put it in the other joystick box because the two boxes are the exact same shape, exact same size. Currently, is there anything in those boxes?
No.
And okay, so no is the correct answer, but depending on how you've done programming before, no may be a surprising answer. In other programming languages like C, where you're really close to the memory, there could be something there. It's going to be garbage. You don't know what it is, but there could already be something there. And you have to worry about that. In a language like Java, whether or not there was something already there doesn't matter. Java empties the box for you. So when you make that box in Java, it is empty. There is nothing there. Some languages are like that. Some languages are not. It's a difference to be aware of. So right now I have these joysticks. So I'm going to go to one of these methods, right? I'm going to go to one of these methods, and the method I'm going to go to when I'm testing stuff out is robot periodic. I'm going to go ahead and delete other joystick though, because we only want the one.